Hello, everyone. Which side? You can see little dog here with me. It's hot today. It's hot today. Summer. The season of fire is here. So we got a fan going, blowing the cool air around. Eyes today. The eyes will be part of what we attend to in our meditation. Make sure sound is good. Airplane mode my phone. Sometimes you might hear little Roo. Grunting and snoring. Glad you're here today with me for our short meditation. So hello everyone, I'm aLex Levin. You are joining me on Sun and Moon Yoga Studios YouTube channel for a short meditation together today. Just to get closer to see who's in with us. Carol's here, and maybe some others will pop on. And you're here, whoever you are, you're here. So, theme for my teaching this week has been, this is a Sanskrit word, Ahimsa. It means not violating. It is the first of the instructions on our 8-limbed path of yoga. The first of a set of 5 instructions. The first one is named the yamas. The yama is literally to restrain. And it is about how we to become more and more conscious of how we relate to one another, how we relate to each other. And so observing was part of the theme this week with one of the classes on YouTube with Andrea, I believe. And so our meditation practice affords us a great training ground for more and more closely observing and refining ways that we notice harming. So it's interesting that the yama is phrased as non-violating rather than being kind to or being helpful. So it implies that we get to notice what is harming. And in some of those instances, it is so blatantly obvious what is harmful and violating and not allowing a freedom for a particular person or entity or expression. And in other cases, the violations, the harming is much more subtle and maybe so habitual that we don't, so ingrained that we're not noticing it. So today's practice, I'll bring some focus for us to become even more aware. And even if you're just joining, to just sit at any time when you sit and practice meditation, no matter how you label it, that it was successful or a good meditation or a not good meditation. The fact of holding our bodies quiet and still for a time, 5 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, changes us and physiologically, and creates a greater state of clarity, of groundedness, and the ability to see more clearly. So set your seat up just right as we begin. In addition to setting your seat up just right, you'll position your body, your pelvis just right, your legs. We're aware of where we place our hands. And I choose to hold mine in a sort of Zen mudra, with the left hand resting in the right, the thumbs lightly touching. Nice. Sense the weight of my body in the feet, the tops of the shins, the knees that are touching, and whatever your posture, maybe different parts of your legs are touching the ground or a chair. And while we're upright, buoyantly allowing our breath to lift us, that opposing natural opposite force to gravity. The shoulders can be relaxed, jaw can be relaxed. And today I'll ask us to especially notice also our eyes. So lots of meditation is done with eyes closed. And if it appeals to you, I invite you to gently have your eyes open today. Very gently, with a downward gaze. Just looking as if along the slope of your nose downward. Not really focusing your eyes, so maybe the focal point is a little short of the ground or farther than the ground. This may take a little getting used to and adjusting. And so do tend to all that is solid, the ground, our bodies, the posture, in our short sitting. Tend to the feel of your eyes as you lightly gaze downward. You may notice some effort in keeping the eyes open, or finding just how this can work for you. Please aim for what is most relaxed, including closing your eyes for a time if you need. And so we sit, noting ground, and the second step to notice all that is happening within this stillness, around this stillness. code word sound. And the third element, maybe element better than step, as these three are happening together, but it's useful to attend one by one. Ground, sound, all that's happening within and around, and breath. And receiving and observing, noticing all that is happening. This is an opposition or the opposite of our stillness. So there's some movement, and maybe that movement is the feeling of the feet, particular comfort or discomfort, the feeling of the eyes, this particular sensation. Even the left and right eye may feel different. It's also noticing movement of thought that may arise, a particular thought, a judgment, a plan, a reminder, an expression of an emotion. That is a kind of a blend of the symbols we give, the language and feeling, sensation. The invitation, as we notice any particular movement, any arising, is to also note the quality of seeing that, the spaciousness that holds that which arises and eventually subsides. To sense that presence of ourself that sees, welcomes, holds. As effortlessly as the in and out breath continue. relaxed attention. And perhaps for our last minute together, sitting, let your eyes close now. Ease in the breath. So thank you for joining me for this short meditation and practicing this skill of clear seeing and discerning so that we can truly see, for example, if something in front of us is a threat or friendly, and that we might choose, even when we feel threatened, that we find the path of least harming or non-harming to all as we move forward. This is our charge, the very first instruction of our path of yoga. Thank you. Namaste.